Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy, RangerAllen. It's been a while. I know. Once again, it's been a while since I've been on YouTube. I just haven't been having the motivation to make videos. It's just not really been my thing as of the moment. But I do have an announcement to make, despite the sad news. I don't know, that sounded fucking sad as shit. But I got an announcement to make. So I'm trying to start up my own racing server called the RangerAllen Racing Server. And I finally was able to figure out how to set up a server on Assetto Corsa. As you can see, this is the gameplay right here with the RSS 90 from Race Sim Studios. And this car is pretty tough to handle. The braking reference, definitely you're going to have to brake a lot earlier than like typical F1 cars. You're going to have to brake slightly earlier because the car kind of has a tendency to roll a little bit when you brake on it. Even when you brake as hard as you can, the car is just going to roll. And so this car definitely is a handle. It's based on the Ferrari 1990, which was the first car to use paddle shifters, which actually uses hydraulic actuators and like a computer to determine the shift. And I heard it happens in like 50 milliseconds, and it's so fast that you don't even have time to like use a shifter or not a shifter, but like a clutch to even try to downshift or anything. So that's why this car was very revolutionary for its time, even though it was highly unreliable. I think that season it was in, it had 3 finishes the whole year, and I think it didn't finish below the top 3, but it was just constant retirements because of the unreliable engine, but it was really, really fast. And so my main focus was I wanted to find one car. This was the car I kind of wanted to use to fit the theme of the 1992 maps, which is what I wanted to use. And these maps are from ASR Studios. And these are the maps. They're actually free, which is kind of crazy. You can actually get these maps on their website. Go to asrformula.com. And if you go under 1992 track pack, you should be able to see these track packs right on their list. You should look up the ones for Assetto Corsa, and all the 16 maps are completely free, and they're on Mediafire, I think, so you can just download them and then upload them to your Assetto Corsa. Just go to Content Manager and just drag it over there, and you shouldn't have any problems with that. Now, I wanted to talk about why I wanted to start my own race league, because I got to make this quick, because I keep making videos, because I keep running out of time and keep talking and shit. But I wanted to start my own race league because I like formula racing, but I also wanted to do it my way. And a lot of times, like iRacing, the racing is fun, but the money is not. Assetto Corsa, the racing is fun, but it's no real serious multiplayer. Assetto Corsa Competizione, I just really don't have the time to try to build my safety rating up just so I can race online. And I really don't want to race against the AI, and I don't want to try to have to find random lobbies to race in and stuff like that. Even though it doesn't have a safety rating requirement, I really don't want to race in there. And so I started up my own Assetto Corsa server because I wanted to create sort of like a racing league experience with points, and each, week you'll have like a different race. And I was wondering, do I wanted to do the format of like quick race format? Like, you can set up a schedule, because I had the Assetto Corsa server manager where you can set up a schedule of scheduled races. I was thinking about doing like that, or doing like a race weekend. And with the race weekend, I can have qualifying, I can have practice on like a Friday, qualifying on a Saturday, and then on Sunday could be the race. And so I was thinking about doing it that way, which would lengthen it out a little bit more, and also give people more time to practice and get used to the track. Especially these tracks, even though they're based off of the real life tracks of today, a lot of them, their layout is different. Like the Imola layout is different. Montreal has some different layouts. Monaco definitely has like some different turns, and so does Spa. Like, you can tell that it's the track and it's the place. Like, it's some areas that is still kind of the same, but you can definitely tell that it's different about the track. And so I wanted to do a 16-round format, because these are based off, because the ASR Formula Pack comes with 16 tracks. And I was going to use their cars, but their cars were just basically they were too underpowered, and I just didn't like the feeling of it, so that's why I used the RSS 90. Either that, or I wanted to use the RSS Formula 4. It all depends on which ones you would want to race. So the rounds would be Kyalami, round 1, Autodromo, round 2, Interlagos, round 3, Barcelona, round 4, Imola, round 5, Monaco, round 6, Montreal, round 7, Magny-Cours, round 8, Silverstone, round 9, Hockenheim Ring, round 10, Hungaroring, round 11, Spa-Francorchamps, round 12, Monza, round 13, Estoril, round 14, Suzuka, round 15, and then, please forgive me, Adelaide, round 16. So, of course, it will be 16 rounds, and I don't know how I want to do it. Like I said, either I want to do it in a format of, I was thinking about doing it like every 2 days and just having everything on one day, or doing the race weekend, so that way each week would be a specific week of racing. So, like I said, Friday you would practice all day, Saturday would be all day qualifying, and then on Sunday would be the race. And I think that would be much more entertaining, even though that might drag out a little bit. And especially like people who sim race, they want to sim race constantly, and so you would have to you would basically either have to have other servers set up or other race servers, so when they're trying to catch the time, or catch the time, when they're trying to pass the time, you can keep them entertained. But for the most part, that's what I wanted to do. And I think the race weekend will sound a lot better to stretch it out a little bit more and to make it more theatrical, more, more entertaining. And so number 2 is the point system. I was wondering how I wanted the point system to be, because I can do the old school format, which is what would be true to realism, which is 10 points for first place, 8 points for second place, and then 6 points for third place. And then I think 5 points for fourth place, 4 for fifth, 6, and then going down. I think that's it. Don't quote me on that. Or I can do the regular F1 format of today, which would be 25 for first, 18 for second, do that. Or I can do it in a way where it will be for example, it will be 20 drivers, right? So first place would get 20 points, second place will get 19, and so forth and so forth. So basically, if you're in last place, you'll get 1 point. So you'll at least be guaranteed a point, right? And that will keep it more competitive, even though a lot of people may not like it, because the standings could really switch up, and then it puts a lot of pressure on people to constantly have to perform every week. But that might be more fun, because at least it keeps people engaged, because that because the reality is, in regular F1, if you finish in 13th place, you don't get no points. So at least that if you finish in 13th, you're at least guaranteed points, so you can stay in the fight. And that would probably be my main, influence to doing the point system, a step down point system, so that way people can stay engaged, rather than, oh, I'm in 15th place this race. Because basically, if you're in 15th place, the race doesn't matter anymore. Because if you can't get to a place where you can get points, then it's going to take all the interest out of your racing. The reality is, if you're not getting no points and you're racing for nothing, you just racing for a standing, then that's going to take motivation out. So I think the step down point system would be better than the actual F1 system. That's why F1 doesn't seem as competitive, because it's if a guy gets a seriously good lead, it's pretty much fucking over from there. Whereas here, it'd be a little bit more competitive, and where you got to maintain your dominance. And so my main goal, like I said, I want to just have fun and enjoy myself, and I just want to race against other racers, race against other people that have my same similar interests, that feel the same way. They want to be able to race against other people, and be able to have little mini tournaments, and at least that you're not just playing sim racing just to just to drive around for fun. You're doing it because now that every week that you'll have this competition, and you're gaining points, and you feel like you're really doing something and putting real effort. I've been playing a set of Corsa and just driving around, but I really want to start getting into more competitive racing against other people. And LFM just don't do it for me. I don't really want to have to build up and race. I don't really like racing the Mazda Cup. I was racing that in iRacing. To me, I want to race the cars I want to race, and I don't want to have to wait till I got to get to a good area of you know, my skills to be able to like have to race other cars. But that's all I really wanted to talk about. My honest opinion is that this could be, I mean, it all depends on how it plays out. It could work, it may not, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and as always, let's get to it, bitch.